Hi guys, it's Teresa again from statisticsassignmenthelp.com, and as usual I want us to look at a statistics assignment problem and its solution. So today I want us to look at a set of Excel assignment problems and their solutions. Without wasting time, let's get to it. Accessories & Co. is producing three kinds of covers for Apple products. One for iPod, one for iPad, and one for iPhone. The company's production facilities are such that if we devote the entire production to iPod covers, we can produce 6,000 of them in a day. If we devote the entire production to iPhone covers or iPad covers, we can produce 5,000 or 3,000 of them in one day. The production schedule is 1 week, that is 5 working days, and the week's production must be stored before distribution. Storing 1,000 iPod covers, that is packaging included, takes up to 40 cubic feet of space. Storing 1,000 iPhone covers, that is the package included, takes up to 45 cubic feet of space. And storing 1,000 iPad covers with packaging included takes up to 210 cubic feet of space. The total storage space available is 6,000 cubic feet. Due to the commercial agreements with Apple, Accessories & Co. has to deliver at least 5,000 iPod covers and 4,000 iPad covers per week in order to strengthen the product's diffusion. The marketing department estimates that the weekly demand for iPod covers, iPhone and iPad covers does not exceed 10,000 and 15,000 and 8,000 units. Therefore, the company does not want to produce more than these amounts for iPod, iPhone, and iPad covers. Finally, the net profit per each iPod cover, iPhone cover, and iPad cover is $4, $6, and $10 respectively. The aim is to determine a weekly production schedule that maximizes the total net profit. A. Write a linear programming formulation for the problem. Start by stating any assumptions that you make. Label each constraint except non-negativity. For this first formulation, the realization variable should represent the proportion of time spent each day on producing each of the two items. X1 equals proportion of time devoted each day to iPod cover production. X2 equals proportion of time devoted each day to iPhone cover production, and X3 equals proportion of time devoted each day to iPad cover production. Different formulations will be required for parts B and C. Now the solution as required, we let X1 equals proportion of time devoted each day to iPod Smart's cover production. X2 equals proportion of time devoted each day to iPhone Smart cover production, and X3 equals proportion of time devoted each day to iPad Smart cover production. We assume that the production can be split between two products in any desired way. That is, fractional values for X1, X2, and X3 are acceptable, and that the number of produced items of each type is directly proportional to the time devoted to producing the item. Given these assumptions, we can formulate the problem as a linear programming as follows. Maximum 120,000 X1 plus 150,000 X2 plus 150,000 X3 ST. Maximum daily production equals X1 plus X2 plus X3 is less or greater than 1. Storage 1200 X1 plus 1125 X2 plus 3150 X3 is less than or greater 6,000. Minimum iPod production equals 30,000 X1 is greater or equal to 5,000. Minimum iPad production is equals to 15,000 X3 is greater or equal to 4,000. Maximum iPod demand is equals to 30,000 X1 is less than or equal to 10,000. Maximum iPhone demand 25 is equals to 25,000 X squared is less than or greater to 15,000, and maximum iPad demand is equals to 15,000 X3 is less than or equal to 8,000. x1, x2, x3 is greater or equal to 0. Because x1 already has a lower bound, omitting the non-negativity constraint for x1 is not considered an error, so no penalty. Write a second linear programming formulation for the problem. Label each constraint except non-negativity. For this second formulation, the decision variable should represent the number of items of each type produced over the week. Y is equals to number of iPod covers produced over the week. Y2 equals to number of iPhone covers produced over the week, and Y3 equals number of iPad covers produced over the week. The problem data is the same, but you must make sure that everything matches the new decision variables. So the solution that's required, we let y1 equal number of iPod covers produced over the week, y2 equal number of iPhone covers produced over the week, and y3 equal number of iPad covers produced over the week. We make the same assumptions as for part A. We can formulate the problem as an LP as follows. Maximum 4y1 plus 6y2 plus 10y3 st maximum weekly production 1 out of 6,000 y1 plus 1 out of 5,000 y2 plus 1 out of 3,000 y1 is less than or equal to 5. Storage 0.041 plus 0.045 y2 plus 0.21 y3 is less than or equal to 6,000. Minimum iPod production y1 is greater or less or equal to 5,000. Minimum iPad production y3 is greater or equal to 4,000. Maximum iPod demand y1 is less than or equal to 10,000. Maximum iPhone demand y2 is less than or equal to 15,000, and maximum iPad demand y3 is less than or equal to 8,000. y1, y2, y3 is greater than or equal to 0. Because y1 already has a lower bound, omitting the non-negativity constraint for y1 is not considered an error. Number C. Write a third linear programming formulation for the problem. Label each constraint except non-negativity. Assume that each working day has 8 working hours. For this third formulation, the decision variables should be Z1 equals number of hours devoted to the production of iPod smart covers in 1 week. Z2 equals to number of hours devoted to the production iPhone smart covers in 1 week. Z3 equals total number of production hours employed during the week. Press the objective function in thousands of dollars. The problem data is the same, but you must make sure that everything matches the new decision variables. The solution. As requested, we use 2 decision variables. S1 is the number of hours devoted to iPod cover production. S2 is the number of hours devoted to iPhone cover production, and Z3 is the total number of production hours employed for the week. It follows that the number of hours devoted to iPad cover production is Z3 minus Z1 minus Z2, which should be a non-negative number. That is, we must impose Z1 plus Z2 is less than or equal to Z3. We can therefore formulate the problem as follows. Maximum 3,000 Z1 plus 3,750 Z2 plus 3,750 into brackets Z3 minus Z1 minus Z2. iPad production equals Z1 is less than or equal to 40. iPhone production is Z2 is less than or equal to 40. Storage 30 Z1 plus 28.125 Z2 plus 78.75 into brackets Z3 minus Z1 minus Z2 is less than or equal to 6,000. Minimum iPod production 750 Z1 is greater than or equal to 5,000. Minimum iPad production 375 into brackets Z3 minus Z1 minus Z2 is greater than or equal to 4,000. Maximum iPod demand 750 Z1 is less than or equal to 10,000, and maximum iPhone demand 625 Z2 is less than or equal to 15,000, and maximum iPad demand 375 into bracket Z3 minus Z1 minus Z2 is less than or equal to 8,000. Z1 Z2 is greater than or equal to 0. Number D. What is the relationship between the variables Z1, Z2, Z3 of part C and the variables X1, X2, X3 of part A of this problem? Give a formula to compute Z1, Z2, Z3 from X1, X2, and X3. The solution. The relationship between Z1, Z2, Z3 of part D and X1, X2, and Z3 of part A is the following. Z1 is equals to 40 X1 because X1 represents the percentage of time of each day dedicated to iPad cover production. Multiplying X1 by the total number of hours in a production period, that is 40, yields the number of hours spent on iPods. Similarly, we have Z2 equals 40 X2, then Z3 equals 40 into brackets X1 plus X2 plus X3 because X1 plus X2 plus X3 represents the fraction of time used during the day. Multiplying this by the total number of hours in a production period yields the total number of hours employed during the week. Solve the problem using Excel solver. Write an algebraic formulation of the weekly production schedule problem described above using the following notation. N is the number of product types. Xj is the number of days devoted to the production of products of type J. Pj is the number of items of type J that can be manufactured in one day, assuming that the process is devoted to products of type J. P is the number of production days in 1 week. Sj is the storage space required by one item of type J. S is the total storage space available for the week's production. Rj is the unit production for each product of type J. Dj is the weekly maximum demand for an item of type J. And Bj is the weekly minimum demand for an item of type J. The solution. We denote by Xj the number of days devoted to the production of the Jth item. This is one possible formulation. Other correct formulations are possible. Maximum summation Nj equals 1 Rj Pj Xj. Production equals summation of Nj equals 1. Xj is less than or greater than P. Storage summation of Nj equals 1. Sj Pj Xj is less than or equal to S. Maximum demand say Pj Xj is less than or equal to Dj. Minimum demand Pj Xj is greater than or equal to Bj, and Xj is greater than or equal to 0. And that brings us to the end of our assignment set and solution. If you have any Excel assignment that you would like us to help you with, just send us the details of that assignment via info@statisticsassignmentshelp.com and we'll do it for you. Thank you.